Hey guys, welcome to Lone Aspen. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Chris.
We're going to talk a little bit about clothing. When you spend excess of 340 days a year outside, you find that the clothing that's sold as outdoor clothing isn't really made for the outdoors. It's made to go outside and then come back inside. And so durability is always of a concern to us. We don't have a lot of money, and so we've gone through the gamut of outdoor clothing and tougher clothing. And so we're going to talk a little bit about pants in particular and the features that we look for. You know, clothing is your most important piece of your equipment. It protects you from the elements. It protects you from bites and stings, scrapes, abrasions, and most importantly, the most dangerous thing out here, which is exposure. 700 people a year die from hypothermia. 700 people a year die from heat-related injuries. So statistically speaking, it's safe to assume that people aren't really dressed right for the outdoors these days. It's September right now in Colorado. It's about 70 degrees during the day, and it's in the low 30s at night. So we have to have a wide range of clothing on us at all times. So like the clothing we're wearing right now, is clothing we wear pretty often. The pants I'm holding up here are identical to the pants that I'm wearing. They're made out of an interesting mix of a stretch material, which is a polyamide. Now honestly, I don't like the stretch material. I find that the stretch material isn't all that durable. It's a type of polyester. However, on the most important areas of the pants, like the knees, the thighs, the instep, and the seat, it's got a 65-35. 65-35 is a great material, formerly technically known as Cordura, but nowadays pretty much everyone makes it. It's 65% polyester, 35% cotton. We're not completely against cotton, but we think it should be used as sparingly as possible. Cotton does have some interesting advantages that you just can't get out of some other materials. So this is a 65-35. Chris's vest and his pants are 65-35. This pair of pants in particular has this interesting button cuff system, which is nice. Ability to draw the cuff up around your ankle is really nice. Personally, I prefer an old-fashioned drawstring like Chris's pants, but that's kind of neat. Really neat thing about these pants is on the thigh and on the calf, it has these vents. They're zippers, and for hot weather like we got here right now, that's great for blowing off excess heat. In the fall, spring, and winter, maybe not so much. These have front thigh pockets, which are a matter of personal preference. Some people like the traditional 6-pocket cargo design. I kind of like front thigh pockets personally. It's sheerly a matter of preference. Button fly is the traditional way to go with these. A good zipper, we've never had a good zipper blow out on us. Cheap zippers do blow out. Velcro, well, Chris will talk about the Velcro on his pants a little bit, but Velcro, we don't really like all too much.
Yeah, this style pants is completely 65-35, no mix or blend of other materials. It's a bit looser weave, of course, than what Jeff has. It's a 8-pocket design. You've got 2 back pockets, 2 front slash pockets, 2 side cargo pockets, which have little pockets inside them. And then you've even got these pockets closer down to your ankle, which seem to be useful in certain scenarios. It's got drawstrings on the cuff. It's got another drawstring up top with a button fly, which is a great way to go. Buttons are very easy to replace in the field. It's no problem to carry some extra thread, needles, and buttons on you. My time in the military I spent many times, no complaints replacing buttons. If you had to replace things like Velcro or zippers, on the other hand, that gets a bit more complicated. The Velcro might not be the ideal thing. It's not the quietest thing. It's some of the Velcro gets extremely hard when it's new, and then it loses its sticking ability as time goes on, which isn't as desirable. And I don't feel like carrying extra Velcro patches to sew onto my pants. It'd be easier to use on buttons. But overall, they're a very tough pant. Very abrasion resistant, for that matter, is some of the pros to it, though.
A couple other things is we spend most of our time around a campfire. Campfire is our universal tool. And this polyamide stretch material, or any polyester at all, boy, a spark lands on that, it goes straight through it, melts the shirt or the pants right to you. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in other segments. 65-35, because it has so much cotton in it, doesn't burn like that. But we wouldn't wear 100% cotton as an article of clothing in any situation at any time of the year. And it's very, very dry here in the high country of the Rockies. Our humidity is usually in the single digits, so we can get away with a lot year round. Maybe you can't in other parts of the country. Another thing a lot of pants are going to is these knee pocket or knee pad pockets. We've had knee pads. They never really fit right on your knees, and they're very hot in the summer. And so we just come to squat instead of kneeling, more often than not. It's one of these little tricks that keeps your pants cleaner, and just one more less piece of gear to worry about. Let's see. We're going to talk a little bit about belts in another segment, and shirts. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you found it informative. Feel free to get a hold of us. Until next time, we'll see you out on the trail.